Fuck. Anyway, God. Liberal who can't put a fucking shirt on right. Ah. 5,
4,
3,
2,
oh, and 1.
1.
Hello world, here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, bienvenue, welcome to the happy hour.
Oh God, my watch is locked. Everything's wrong.
Oh no.
Nothing's right. My name's David Auger. I'm at Glaucus123 on Twitter.com, joined as always by Beth.
Hello. I'm at HIVRHUIT on Twitter.
And Veronica.
Hey. Yeah. I'm at CHILE_Pepper on all the socials.
That's right. We're the Happy Hour on Happy Hour. That's on Twitter. Happy Hour Pod. That one's on Instagram. Then happyhour.com. That one's on the internet. And youtube.com/happy hour. That's on YouTube. Welcome back, gang, to another riveting episode of us talking about the Habs and how they got fucking murdered against Detroit tonight. 5-0, and Detroit's not a good team. And boy howdy, what
They
is
were
up
tonight.
with Caden Prema? I have no idea. People say
Yes.
that he didn't have a good game because Trump got arraigned, and you know, as we all know, he's a Trumper. It's I
I did
can't.
not know that. He's Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah, well, fucking look at all the. Oh well,
There's plenty of Canadians that
well, people that played for the Habs.
Yeah, that identify as Trumpers.
Yeah. I
Identify
cannot
as a-
wait until the day Trump dies, just
Yeah.
so people after him don't have to be Trump Republicans. It's just I cannot wait for that
Hayden
day.
Primo is
I-
from Minnesota. Actually, no, Michigan.
Oh,
excuse me,
shit.
Michigan.
I thought he was Canadian.
No,
Oh,
he just has
damn. Well, yeah, with a name
has,
like
French
Prema.
last name, but he's from Michigan.
Where's his dad from?
I don't know who his father is.
Well, figure it out.
Well, fine.
We have the
God.
internet. Jesus.
I'm using it.
Oh,
Fucking Chattanooga.
so
That's in Tennessee.
yeah, that play
Okay,
Tennessee
that is-
sucks too.
Okay, his
Sorry, Tennessee listeners. I'm
That
just
is-
saying.
No,
You-
Tennessee doesn't suck. I follow an awesome Tennessee
In
Twitter account called the Tennessee Holler.
okay.
And they are not putting up with anybody's shit. It's a
Good.
great website,
Fantastic.
a great fucking Twitter
Okay.
account.
his dad is from Toronto.
Toronto. Yep, that's reason enough right there. Fuck him. I
Yeah,
want Caden on the
Ontario.
team. He can go fuck up the Rockets' chances at the playoffs, which are quite possible for the Rocket. Laval, if you want something to really cheer for, since the Habs gearing down with what 5 games left on the season, and with the second shutout in a row. Good job, Habs. Let's do it. The Rocket are on the almost completely opposite end of things. They're on a 4-game winning streak currently, and they will be going up against the Cleveland Monsters this Friday. And that is a very, very important game because it is them and the Cleveland Monsters that are pretty much vying for the last playoff spot in the North Division in the AHL. So they got to win. Every game they got to win. Every one of them. Everyone.
Okay.
God bless us, everyone.
Wow, what's crazy is that the Toronto Marlies clinched the playoffs and I think the division, but no other team in the division has clinched the playoffs yet. That is how good the Marlies are this season. Good for them, I guess. Stupid baby Leafs.
Cool, dude.
Cool, bruh.
Who fucking cares, dude?
That's awesome, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with those poor schmucks. Where are we at? Aside from that, had the game against Carolina.
Everybody's season is over.
Whom?
Everybody's season is over. Every day I see
Oh, yeah.
another. The so and so's season is over.
That's right. We had season-ending things announced for multiple players.
It's like that meme that was going around at the beginning of like lockdown, where it was the Ghanaian men dancing with the casket.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just every day.
That's a wow. That is a golden oldie meme. I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, the Ghanaians
Bringing
are
it back. It's Throwback Tuesday.
hilarious.
It's so good. I'm just cooking up whatever the last schedule of things were. Yeah, we have Dedert, Kern, Flurd. Oh right, and we okay. So last week we recorded after the Flyers. The Habs have not won a game since that shootout victory against Buffalo last week. They are now on a 4-game losing streak, and they have not scored since March.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine. There are 4 more games for the Habs, which is nice.
I was trying to go to the Islanders game next week, but it is just not in the budget.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, the ticket's not the issue; it's the gas. To go to New York. Pay
Mm.
for a place to
How
sleep.
does a train perhaps look?
I looked. I wouldn't get there until literally the game time starts, and I would have I think I would still have I would have like a half-hour Uber ride from the train station. Could get dropped. I don't know. I was trying to look it up. It was not looking good, and also the train tickets were still like $170.
Yeah, okay.
I think it'd be cheaper to drive still, but plus I
Even-
would need a place to stay. And
You can get like
How long of a drive is it for you, Beth?
it's like
without traffic,
What?
it's 6 hours.
Oh.
With traffic, it's 8.
Oh shit.
to
Okay.
Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's far.
It takes me. I'm in Albany. I can drive to DC in 6 hours.
Yeah, and then I'm 3 hours south of there.
Oh,
I don't live in
He
DC.
lives in Newport News, David.
Exactly.
oh,
knows
is that where Newport cigarettes come from?
Best- the best name of a city that I've ever heard in my life.
It is. It comes.
so-
So there used to be like some dude back in like the colonial days. His name was
Mr.
Christopher-
Newport News.
His name was Christopher Newport. We actually have a university named after him. And he was in charge of like bringing the news back and forth from England to Virginia. And he came to this area. And so it started being called Newport's News because it's where he would deliver the news at. And then the S just came off and it's Newport News.
So
Yes, so
thank
fucking
God.
charming.
thank God we now have a title for the episode, because I was really wondering about that. Aside from just calling it Indicted. But all right, let's see. What
Arraignment!
arraignment. Well,
Arraignment.
and indicted really. So let's let's talk about the Habs. Hey, Sean Farrell, first goal
Yes.
ever in the AHL last week against the Florida Panthers. The
NHL.
Cats. NHL. I said NHL.
No.
Did I say ECHL?
You said AHL.
NHL.
That's
Nope.
okay.
Nope. I'm gonna look it up again. I'm gonna prove you
Yeah,
wrong. I said
I'll
NHL.
fucking look it up. I'll
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
look it up
Just
too.
like how I
Everybody just
actually said,
rewind.
just like how I actually said 5 last
Yeah,
weekend.
you did. I
Yeah,
did. I
yeah.
went. I literally did go back.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, wow, there's me saying
Beth
5.
and I are
Okay,
just like,
but for me and Veronica on the Zoom call, it did not say 5.
nope,
It did not say it for
we
us.
did not hear you.
The microphone picked you up, but for whatever you're doing over there, but the internet did not.
No, internet did not.
That's okay. It was included where it needed
David?
to be included.
But you said AHL, 100%.
NHL.
AHL.
Good for Sean Farrell. Incredible eyebrows on that kid.
Yes,
Very prominent.
Very
On the podcast.
lovely, very
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, very prominent eyebrows. I was like, damn, that guy, I could see those. It kind of like reminds me of that lead singer of oh my god, if I would damn, what the hell's the name of that song? Oh no, that's so
Can you sing
terrible.
more of it, please?
It was a one-hit wonder.
Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Nope.
Come on, Eileen.
Nope.
Come on, Eileen.
No, we're talking like
Or,
2004.
Okay, one hit wonders. How about Whip It by Devo? Whip It
2000
good.
2004.
I'm so old.
Whip it, man. Whew. One second. I'm not. I got.
Shit.
I'm.
Shit, yeah.
It's making me crazy now. Oh my god. They were called like the.
2004.
Yeah, they had the.
Shaggy?
Nope. I mean, I get. Okay, we're getting
Doesn't mean-
closer, but no.
Okay, can you sing? Can you sing that part again?
They were called like Chosen. The
Something.
If I
Chumbawamba.
could turn back time.
If I could
If I
turn
could.
my
Yes. Yes, if I
Go
could.
wherever-
Yes, that one, Beth.
Me and Veronica.
Beth.
I'll go wherever you.
Yeah, you can go
Did
if
you
I
hear
can
it?
turn
That's
my. What?
If I could turn.
No.
No, that 2004, Veronica.
Oh, okay.
Wherever you will go
I'm
by The
sure.
Calling.
The Calling. Yes.
What?
Look up that music video. That guy has prominent eyebrows. I saw Sean Farrell, and the first thing I thought of was that music video for Wherever You Will Go.
Oh God, sorry.
I know,
opened a
I know.
music video, and the ad was for a lamb cake for Easter. Ugh.
But because it was the
Lamb
first,
cakes
like,
are terrifying.
I was sitting there in my grandparents' living room watching TRL, and that music video popped up,
This
and
video was already so strange. Oh, okay, yes, here are his eyebrows.
yes, I'm not insane. Bam. Well, I mean, it looks terrible on your
It
phone.
looks terrible on the webcam, but House of Indians.
Anyway, Sean Farrell has very nice eyebrows, and he scored a goal last week.
Yay.
And then the Habs got flummoxed by Matthew Tkachuk.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the Matthew Tkachuk hat trick game. But hey, Rafael Javi Pinal got another goal, 14 on the
Yes.
season for him,
What have you?
which is awesome. 22 assists for Matheson, great for him. Hoffman with 20 assists. Yeah, just
In how many games for Matheson? That fucking red fox?
how many games was Mr.
Ginger
Matheson?
fox?
So beautiful.
So handsome.
So handsome.
Not to have
43
justified
games
him,
played.
just, like stating facts.
30 points in 43 games played, Mike Matheson. You give that's like he's a 60-point defenseman. If you know, math happens in our favor.
Math.
Maths.
Listen.
Oh. Wow.
That's right.
So he could also be a 20 goal scorer too, defenseman, which would be nice. Just what a great
He's
player.
fucking fast.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
aggressive.
He's aggressive.
As we saw this evening.
Yeah.
He fucking loves Montreal.
Yeah, loves Montreal. He says it's a pleasure to play here because I used to be up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He is exactly.
He gets it.
I will never miss that other motherfucker.
I am shocked that we got Petrie for him, or the other way around. Like this guy, wow, it's incredible. I'm flummoxed that freaking trade happened and we got Matheson for Petrie and the other guy Paling. Nuts. So more to that. Going to switch back to the Rocket for a second. Emil Heineman. He's the real deal. That guy. That guy is a
Real deal
scoring.
on Peel, Emil.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
We
Yes.
need him to go to McLean's. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
It's
awesome.
McLean's.
It is McLean's.
I know. But
We don't clean at McLean's. We lane at McLean's. Great
And
place.
I only
can't
know
wait to
that
go
for
back.
sure because of the commercials.
No, so I mean, yeah, the Habs have not been playing great hockey. It's just it was such a one-sided game against the Panthers. Panthers sweeping the Habs this season. And for some reason, why is it these Florida teams that are just pissing me off whenever we play them? Especially the Panthers, because those were
Florida.
those were contentious games. What was that, Beth?
They know you hate hockey being in Florida.
Whatever.
That's personal.
They have a shit governor.
Yeah, Mr. DeSantis
they
there.
they just got rid of like having to have a permit to conceal carry. I'm like, I'm literally never going to Florida. Ever
No
again.
training.
Gun training.
None. Don't need training to get a permit anymore. Awesome. That's going to fix so many problems. Floridians will just kill each other and then we don't have to worry about it anymore.
They
Done.
literally-
They're
Eating each
already
other's
fucking nuts.
faces.
Just going to have another Robert Zimmerman running around killing,
I mean-
black kids for no reason. For Skittles.
Really have a reason to go to Florida anyway. Like, I'm not interested in going to Disney.
Oh, I'm going to Disney because they were like, fuck you, and then did the thing.
I mean, yes,
That was kind of
Yes.
funny.
like, okay, Dave,
That was
but
fucking
you
hilarious.
at Disney in Mickey Mouse ears would be hilarious
Oh, I want to go.
and also fun.
I'm going to be one of those really weird adults at Disney being like,
No,
let's
just-
party!
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's
I
up,
thought you meant, like,
Cinderella?
other-
Let's
the other
go!
thing.
You know,
Like, you at Disney, like, I would watch like a YouTube vlog of that,
the
but like, I
Go
just
ahead.
don't want to go.
The last time I was in Disney World, I was 19. And I remember texting my friends on my mother's cellular device when you had to like punch a number like 8 times to get to the letter that you
Oh
needed.
yeah, like it wasn't.
Yeah. We
Nice
didn't have
keyboard.
keyboards.
Yeah.
No.
It's like 1, 2, 3 to get to C.
I don't even know what that keyboard is called, actually. I'm sure there's a name for it.
T9 word.
What?
QWERTY?
T9 word.
T9 word? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
When you have to do it on like a phone,
Okay, wait. Actually, no. T9 word was where you could. It was like the predictor. So, like, say you wanted to type can.
no
so you could type,
predictor.
like okay.
No.
No.
Crap.
I'm talking about like this
Just
phone.
like the gray screen
Yeah.
with the black text.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yeah, it was. I'm talking about the black and white Nokias.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they only had Snake if they had.
Exactly, and they had Snake. I played a lot of Snake, and you
Okay.
remember back in that day, for some reason, they made cell phones that also doubled as fucking walkie-talkies. Do you remember
Yes.
that?
Yes.
No.
Like
Yes.
you could either call somebody, or if they were in distance, you would just push the button and like,
side.
where are you? And then, oh, you're over there. That
Oh,
was
I remember that.
I never understood why. Wow. Talking about
Okay, so
dating
it's
some
hilarious.
weird technology. That was fucking weird.
So the original texting where you had to press the number multiple times to get to a letter, it was called T9 for text on 9 keys, and then T9 word came after that, where you could just press each key once, and it would try to guess like what word you wanted.
I bet the Japanese
Right.
developed that because their predicted text is insane for all the kanji and shit.
Mhm.
Anyway, Habs lost against the Panthers, and I want to go to Disney World.
I have to admit that I have like literally not watched the last 4 games.
Oh, well, I watched
tonight
these
'cause
games.
I was off.
I
What
just
was I
didn't.
doing? What was going on Friday for me for the Panthers game? Not Friday, Thursday. No, I
I
was
think
here.
I tried to watch like the first period of one of the games, and that was it. Not.
I watched the Panthers game. It was just a big contentious, rough 'em sock 'em game because for some reason Panthers play us so fucking hard. I don't fucking get it. Anyway, there was that. Well, also Panthers are trying to get a playoff spot as well. Which that's another thing that we're trying to do here. Let's take a look at how that pick is going for the Habs because that is important.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
coming
yeah, yeah.
down to the wire because we don't have all that many games left. So Florida is in the wild card spot right now, which means that it would not be a lottery pick, unfortunately, but it's fucking close. I mean, Florida Islanders tied at 87 points and Pittsburgh with 86 points. And, sweet Buffalo, trying so hard, are in the tail end of that thing. So it's pretty much a fight for the wild card spot between Florida, the Islanders, and Pittsburgh. And maybe if Ottawa pulls another hamburger out of their ass, it could happen. Same thing with Buffalo.
You mean playoffs
Yeah,
for Ottawa?
they could. If they go undefeated for the rest of the season, it could happen.
Wow.
Yeah, who would have thought about that? That Ryan Reynolds push there.
I was having a kind of an existential conversation with Max, with my son Max, who is like, he's Western Conference. He's a Western Conference fan, even though he's also a Habs fan, but he's just like, he almost feels compelled to cheer for fucking the Leafs
Nope.
as a Canadian team.
You can
And I'm like, absolutely not in my house.
no.
Period.
No,
That's not going to happen.
That's
And
like
he's like, but it's a Canada. Like, he wants the cup to come back to Canada. I'm like, no.
only the
absolutely
Habs can
There
do
are
that.
5 other choices.
Yeah.
Frankly,
Choices.
like Suzuki missing in the shootout, followed by the possibility of Boston beating the 77 Habs record, because that is very likely right now. They're only like 5 points away and they have 5 games left.
Yeah.
It can happen. It can happen.
The only
Those
thing-
2 things, and then another Canadian team getting the cup first than the Habs will
Nope.
ruin hockey for me.
It's a period. The end.
Like I wouldn't even respect the sport anymore. I'd be like, everything is wrong. We're in the upside down,
Yeah.
and everything's bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Beth.
It's just, I'm not cheering for anybody. I'm only cheering for like Max. He's almost like, he hates Tampa so much because of what happened with the Habs in the finals. But it's like, no, dude, like, you have to cheer for whoever's going against the Leafs in the first round.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was Boston and Leafs like a few, like before COVID in the playoffs. I was
Yeah.
like, fucking kill them, Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Period.
Beth.
Yeah. Total
What I
count
will
them.
give the Leafs credit for are their diversity inclusion initiatives. The work that they put in is fucking work. People get mad.
Boo, Leafs,
Stop.
including people.
Stop. So like the Leafs do not wear jerseys. They never have. It's not a new thing. They do not wear pride jerseys. I don't know why. Whatever. But they do wear special t-shirts going into the games that are they're the ones at least this year look very nice. There are players who wear who use pride tape on occasions other than Pride Night. They do diversity and inclusion, like conference is the wrong word. I forget. I retweeted a whole bunch of tweets about it earlier. But they have like they have like a conference kind of thing where the team goes and they have like a lecture kind of thing with somebody who is from a marginalized community. And they also have like a dialogue and stuff with them. Basically, it's like so the Leafs can learn like, hey, like this is a thing that you may not be aware of because of A, B, and C that you have not experienced, or because you experience that a marginalized person does not experience. They do a lot for diversity inclusion, not just for people in the Alphabet Mafia, but for people in all sorts of arenas. So like I will give them credit for that, but I'm not rooting for the Leafs when it comes to on ice anything.
Never, ever.
Ever.
But
Ever.
Toronto is like, it has one of the most diverse fucking, just every community lives in Toronto. It's just huge. And Toronto is super evolved, despite, who they elect as mayor and who fucking Ontario selects as their premier. Toronto is pretty rad, the city.
Never been.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Go in the summertime.
Yeah.
Amazing. Go to a baseball game when the dome is open. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And every Torontonian that I know is super self-deprecating and not full of shit. But the Leafs suck.
Yeah,
And
Leafs are terrible. They're
there's
fucking awful.
absolutely no way that I would ever cheer for them.
Miss Marner, we will save you and your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bond.
That reminds me of Joseph Biden, President of the United States, visiting Ottawa and literally taking a shit on the Leafs.
Yes.
Fantastic. Just
It was amazing.
he
It was wonderful.
He gave a speech to Parliament. In particular, it was because the Maple Leafs had beaten the Flyers earlier in the season,
Or
and he
his
said that
wife
his wife
speaking.
didn't like it, so he doesn't like the Leafs, which is fantastic.
Dr. Jill.
Dr.
And
Jill.
I think I mean, somebody wrote that joke for him. I'm sure Dr.
Oh,
Jill
I'm
just
sure.
follow the
Obviously,
flyers.
It's kind of like when Obama was like, Phil Kessel is a Stanley Cup champion. Again, inadvertently shitting on the Leafs.
Yeah. Amazing.
2 presidential tenures saying, you know what?
Amazing.
Toronto, fuck you guys. Yeah. That's awesome.
They're gonna lose again. They're so far in their own heads.
It's
They're
so
gonna-
great because the Lightning look like not great as well.
yeah,
That
they're tired, dude.
oh yeah, that's the whole thing. That's pretty much what they're saying. Like, let's see, Tampa has they've won 3 straight.
Yay!
So
Yay.
Tampa's getting their shit together again. That's
And
nice.
Toronto's been sucking. Like they've been losing some like really like
They won today, but
They
was
did
against
win
for
tonight because
Temple.
Steve Dangle was very happy.
It was against the Blue Jackets, so I mean, does it really count?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Habs beat the Blue Jackets. Yes,
Yeah.
8-2, motherfucker. You're gonna stay down in last place. Wait, no, actually, I don't think they're last place anymore. No, they're not. Wow, there's a literal fight for the bottom. How about that? Wow, Anaheim and
Definitely
Chicago,
Chicago.
both in last place. Well, sort of. 8 game losing streaks, so it's not just us. Ain't that a shame? So that sucked. And then the game against the Hurricanes happened, and that was dumb.
Yeah.
that was dumb.
Brady Skjei, Paul Stastny, and Sebastian
Shea.
Aho. Shea?
It's pronounced Shea.
Shikai.
Brady Shea.
I could
Yeah.
never be a commentator ever.
That's why they cheat. They're not cheat, but they have like a list. They go and they talk to the players, or they like find somebody and they're like, how the fuck do I say this so I don't look like an idiot?
I
on
would
live
not be
TV?"
professional, and I'd be fired between periods.
Remember how everybody said that you couldn't catch Columbus to be in last place? Well, Chicago did it.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm looking at it with
Oh,
my
yeah.
own eye.
So it's Chicago and Anaheim, right? Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
8 game losing streaks right now. It's amazing.
The Chicago's currently tied with 5 minutes left in the second versus the Flames. 2-2.
Anaheim's goal differential is minus 122.
Jesus. fuck.
Yeah. Yes,
I
it
thought
is.
the Habs was bad. The Habs is incredibly bad. Minus 70.
You know what? And last year, as bad as the season was for the Habs, they had a minus 98
Mm.
last year.
Mhm.
The worst possible season for the
Well,
Habs.
if it wasn't for Sam Montembeau ruining the tank,
Yeah, I'm not a Montembeau fan.
I totally am.
I do not
like
get
him.
the bright-eyed excellence that people have with him. I do not understand it. Not there. Kid's not there. Promo too. Like
Your opinion. That's just your opinion, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
We disagree. And we
He
outnumber
will
you.
be traded for a better player.
No,
Bam.
he won't.
Yes, he will. We don't need
Monty
Montembeau.
stays.
Montembeau is
Jake-
not.
Jake, I think, might be on the way out.
He is not the future of the Habs. Who do you think's on the way out?
Of the two, it's Jake.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Mm-mm.
I
He-
love Jake. I love Jake Allen. But of the two, I'm gonna say Jake. He's got like 15 years. He's 15 years older than Montembeau or whatever he is.
And that is why I think they got to keep him around, because they need experience in net without Price, and that's the whole.
He's a great leader. I mean, if the objective next year is once again like we don't care about winning, then it might make sense.
Yeah, next year I don't even know what the game plan is going to be.
Yeah,
Kind of depends on.
I don't know either.
Kind of depends on how the draft goes, I think.
Yeah.
But even then,
offseason's
next
going to be
year-
interesting.
I wouldn't say next year is the Habs year to do any sort of pushing. They still got to
No.
figure out. Let's see, for next year. I was going to look at cap friendly really quick because, oh god damn it, cap friendly. Now they got fucking betting odds on there too. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
God,
I
is nothing
watching
sacred.
Sportsnet is the absolute worst. Hockey Night in Canada has been forever ruined. It had a bright spot there after they fired Don Cherry, but like it's forever. Like they don't even wait till commercials or intermission to do this shit. Every single time a play is over, Kevin Weeks comes on and starts talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
betting and gambling and all that shit. And it's just like, dude, have a little self-respect.
Yeah, it's
I'm,
bullshit.
I cannot with these people. And lately, you know, I've missed the past few games, but lately I just watch the show on mute, watch the game on mute entirely, listening to a podcast or listen to music or whatever, but no sound on.
I'm not going to tell Brian Mudrick you said that.
Well, he's not Sportsnet.
Oh, thank you. Yes, understood. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I see what you're saying
Yeah.
now. My bad.
Yeah.
Um.
It's Sportsnet that has you know, it's gonna be so problematic too when you know, like blatantly bad shit happens during the playoffs with the NHL and Gary Bettman and Sportsnet so in bed with these gambling websites. It's going to be extremely problematic.
Interesting thing about Bettman in the playoffs that you just mentioned. I don't know if that's what you're about to say, Beth, but
Alan Walsh.
no, yes. Okay, exactly
Yes.
what he
I'm
mentioned.
blocked.
So
He's blocked me.
Alan Walsh mentioned something very incredible. Like I was actually shocked to hear this too. The viewership of the NCAA Women's Championship game had
Yeah.
double the viewership than Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year.
Shit. son.
Double.
Double.
And he was like, "Hey, Bettman, take a bow."
That's fair.
Now, that's not in any way to say people shouldn't watch women's sports. But when you're telling me that only 5 million people around the country watched this Game 6 of the Stanley Cup fucking Finals, and they instead watched the ladies' college NCAA? Are you fucking kidding me? It was like 9 million to 5 million viewership or
I
something
can't
like
even
that.
remember who was in the final last year.
Avalanche and somebody else, because Avalanche won.
Oh, Avalanche. Maybe Tampa?
I think maybe
Dallas?
I think it's Tampa.
I think it was Tampa.
See, I don't even know. Thanks, Bettman.
But remember, what's his name was crying there? Kucherov was blaming his equipment guy.
Oh, was it Tampa then? Oh, you're
think it
probably
was
right.
Tampa.
Yeah, I think it was Tampa. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
But I mean, like, you know, if there's not honestly, if there's not a Canadian team or like who's watching?
Yeah, there was a Avalanche to the Lightning, 4-2.
But like the thing is, like with other sports, it's not like that. Like with the Super Bowl,
It's
everybody watches.
huge.
The World Series, everybody watches.
The main
Yeah,
thing
but
is that
college ball is huge, isn't it, in the States?
yeah, but not women's. Sorry to say.
Really?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
really.
women's basketball is not as big.
Well, then
as
why were
men's
so many
basketball.
people watching?
Because it was marketed better than the Stanley Cup fucking final was.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
that I
That's the
saw
point.
was this shit all over.
I mean, that
Yeah,
was
and
that was
yeah.
after, but like, but the thing is, like, they were doing more to there was more done in this most recent women's college basketball final to market it and promote it to viewers than there
Right.
was done in the most recent Stanley Cup final to market it and promote it to viewers who may not necessarily have watched it in the first place. That's the comparison.
Yeah.
And
It's-
like,
yeah, it's just
there are people that I know, and myself included, like, I mean, I don't do it as much currently, but there are a lot of times where, like, even if it's a team that I'm not into, like, I'll watch a hockey game because it's on and I like hockey.
isn't it just like a cultural thing? Like hockey's just never going to catch on because hockey is a
No.
Canadian
No,
thing.
that is a thing that has been it's been disproven. Like, look at Vegas. Vegas loves their fucking hockey team.
Vegas just loves a party. I've been in that arena. They're all in there. They don't know the first fucking thing about hockey.
The idea
just love a
that
good
the idea
party.
that hotter climates don't like hockey or can't get hockey going is it's really outdated. I mean,
I don't think it's
Florida
about a hot climate thing. I just think it's about hockey is Canadian.
But I mean, it's also in other countries as well. It's not just it's also in other continents It's not just North America.
No, I
There's
know,
teams
but
in
that is,
multiple countries in
that's
Africa.
the perception. That's the
And
perception.
that's okay. Well, but then again, you have to market it in a different way in order
No,
to have
totally.
it grow
Yeah, agree. Yeah,
and not have it just be seen as a Canadian thing. That's the whole issue.
yeah.
That's what Alan Walsh is pointing out. That Gary Bettman says, "Oh, I'm doing all this to grow the game," and he is not.
And that's
No.
not even to mention
hasn't changed.
fucking Arizona. That I don't even think I have to explain Arizona.
Future home of Austin Matthews next year. He
Yeah,
can't fucking wait
better
to get
be,
there.
God damn it. No, just there are NHL players where their home rink is a fucking college rink.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, could you
Although,
imagine?
like,
Could you imagine the
Mhm.
fucking Buffalo Bills playing in New Albany or some bullshit? I don't know. Just that's like the level of discrepancy there. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So Gary Bettman has to fucking go at any point ever. But like
Yeah.
it's
he won't. He's making the owners money. That's like ultimately that's all they fucking care about.
I can't
And
wait
now with
till the
this,
Habs win and I don't have to watch the NHL anymore. It's embarrassing. Game against Carolina didn't go that well. 3-0 shutout. Thank you, Montembeau.
It wasn't
He said
his
you're welcome.
fucking fault. He made
Oh, there
fucking
were
50
50
how many
shots
saves?
on net. Yeah, he let in.
Second.
Yeah. What's that?
How many fucking saves did Montembeau make?
Yeah,
And if you're
47 out of
Fucking
50.
saved like fucking 30.
And
It's
never
just it's over. The season's over.
and the Habs put in 14 shots. That was the takeaway for that game. 14 shots in 3 periods for the Habs against Antti Ranta of all fucking people.
That's when I just completely stopped watching.
So
I love you.
nothing at all to say about that game. Goodbye. And then we have the Denver game tonight.
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Thank you. Denver? No, Detroit. That's what it is. Wait, why did? Never mind. Yep, Kane Promo made 16 saves out of 21. A sterling 76% save percentage. Good for him. Kane Promo in his campaign this season.
I didn't realize he was mega.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that came out like last season or the season before.
Yeah, he
I think.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
suck.
telling you,
I
the
sucked.
the arraignment really got to him today.
He was so stressed out.
Too bad, so sad.
Oh my yeah.
Wait, what? Game started, game lost. Games played 2. Lost 1 game. Was he pulled, Caden? Whatever his other game was? Oh, against Florida. Yes, he was pulled.
Yeah. He was one of the ones who is Florida like that 10-0 game or whatever?
Oh, that was
it
that
that
game?
game?
No, wait,
Where
wait.
Monty,
That was
You
Jake
know-
and Monty.
Jake and Monty.
This was the January 19 game. Actually, yeah. Now
okay.
we gotta double check that. No, 6-2. Unless the fucking website didn't update. I'm just talking about like stupid shit right now. 1 second here. Well, Montembeau came in relief. No. Primo came in relief of Montembeau. That's what was going on. Okay, there it was. Montembeau got pulled. Shocker. And then Primo played the rest of the game. Okay, understood. So now, aside from that, I didn't even get to the freaking news stuff that's like more fun to talk about. 1 second here. What was going on? I have to look up again. So March 28 and on, let's see what's been going on. All sorts of stuff. Oh yeah, we had so many cool things happen actually. So many cute things too. So we got that. Canadians have to do that thing. Kirby Doc out at least 1 week, which I think now he's out indefinitely. Is that done now? Did they shut Doc down completely?
Didn't they say there's a didn't they say there's a possibility he might?
Was he dated? Was he one of the day-to-day ones?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, last week they said
Back in
Doc
there.
out for a minimum of a week. So it's like, okay, maybe he'll play the end of the season because the team
When is the last game?
it is April 13. It is next week.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
Day after my
against the Bruins.
birthday.
That's right. Let's go. So next week's episode will be right before. So, okay. So our episode, either on the 17th or the 18th, will be our season wrap up
Yeah.
to get ready for the draft lottery, which will be marketed very well. And it will
It
be,
have to be on the 18th because I work on the 17th.
it
by the
will
way.
be beaten
Okay.
by the
We'll talk about it later.
Cat Fashion Show on ABC. Thank you, Batman.
Oh, a cat fashion show?
Yeah, would you rather watch that or the draft
Dude,
lottery?
cats hate clothes.
Yeah, well, that's half the fun.
I mean, it depends on the cat. Cats are a wide and varied race.
Oh, come to
They
think
don't
of
like
it.
to be, yeah, they don't like to be,
You have to start
Pigeonholed.
conditioning them from a very young age to like things.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they're like, fuck that shit.
Lily is a rescue. And so we got her when she was like maybe about 3-4 years old, we figure. But she's not taking shit from anybody.
Good for her.
She's in charge
As she should not.
of the entire world. She's fucking hilarious. She tells the dog what to do. She tells us what to do.
She's the boss.
We have a new
the-
Hab.
We do?
Yes, we
Their
do.
goalie, right?
Jakob
Goalie.
Dobesh, I guess maybe is the correct name for that. 2-year contract, goalie. Also signed an AHL contract to allow him to play with the Rocket until the end of the season. 21 years old, compiled a 21-16-3 record along with a 2.31 goals against average and a 918 save percentage in 40 games with Ohio State. So he's coming from college straight into the AHL.
I mean, I would also want to get out of Ohio, so
Yeah. He was part of NCAA's Big Ten division.
nice.
3 shutouts in that time. He's from
That's him.
Czechia. And he was selected in the 5th round by the Habs in the 2020 draft. So
Nice.
he's a new kid, 2-year contract. Good luck, Jakob.
Yay.
That's what I said. Good for them. Oh, that's important. Molson Cup winner for the month of March, fucking Raphael Harvey
Yeah.
Pinard.
Patty Pinard.
Duh.
Pinard.
And who deserves it more? No fucking idea. That guy is a boon. And when the team's like actually healthy, when the medical staff stops murdering our players on purpose, he's probably gonna be like, what a great 3rd or 4th liner. Holy shit. That's gonna be awesome. Speaking of awesome, autism. Montreal Canadiens celebrate Autism Acceptance Month as part of the NHL's Hockey is for Everyone program. They're announcing various initiatives to support autistic folks. View more. That's a long article that should be read.
Yep.
Cool.
The Habs Pride game is on Thursday versus the Capitals, who were eliminated from playoff contention this evening.
Shocking.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to be a fun game to watch. Everyone's like, ooh, is Ovi going to score a goal? Yes. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's going to score a fucking goal.
Is grass green?
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
Do
no.
bears shit in the
From
woods?
the fucking left
Is
circle.
the Pope Catholic?
Yeah, nobody's going to cover him on the fucking circle, and he's just
Yeah.
going to rip it past Montembeau again, and just...
Is Ovi gonna
Uh.
score?
Let's see. So on April 1st, so the game against Carolina, Canadiens players wore special helmet decals adorned with multicolored infinity signs symbolizing diversity, the broad and diverse spectrum of experiences of autistic people, and the importance of the autism experience. Acceptance. Importance of autism acceptance. Youngsters from Hockey Adepte and the Giant Steps School will attend the game thanks to generosity of Ford Canada. Awesome. Club's corporate partner. Montreal Canadiens Children's Foundation's private suite will also host autistic youth for the game. Cool. And only for that game only. Every other game this month will not have autistic people. Sorry.
That's what they think.
We are a white-owned sports team. We only do things one night at a time in any given season. But there are other initiatives that I don't know about that are in this article that I'm not talking about and ought to be noticed and mentioned. It's pretty cool. So good for the Habs.
Yay.
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 I'm trying to find these. Oh yeah, David Savard out rest of the season. Done.
Oh yeah, he's the one that I was thinking of.
Knee injury. He's outie.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the other big one. Oh my god. My throat. Okay, let's see what happened. Belzile sustained a fractured leg. That was also something that happened during
what
the.
the fuck happened? What happened?
Well, if you watch the game,
I didn't watch them.
he blocked a shot with his
Somebody land on
foot,
him?
and apparently it fractured his leg.
Fuck.
So there was that. So he's out. And then Monahan underwent
Oh,
groin
sorry,
surgery.
sorry. Where did he take the puck?
His foot, and it
Oh.
fractured his leg. I saw the shot hit his ankle, and apparently it's a leg fracture. Maybe there was an injury after
It could
like,
have-
after the fact, but I thought it was that puck hitting it that because he was pissed. He was not looking good when the puck
Right.
hit
Hmm.
him. So
Sucks.
Monahan got groin surgery, as all men need to do at some point in their lives. So he's also out for the remainder of the season. Interesting case with Monahan. I wonder what they're going to do about
He
him.
was here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 17 games. And I mean, I'm sorry, 25 games. 17 points, I should say. And yeah, he looked great.
I like him.
I like him a lot. I hope that they keep the Monahab
Yeah.
for a while.
Yes.
What else is going on here? Promo and Schuneman. Oh yeah, we got to see Schuneman for a little bit again tonight. Not much to write home about. Unfortunately, in a devastating loss to the Detroit Red Wings. Got the Habs writing articles about the Rocket. Jesus. Let's see. And yeah, then we're caught up. And there we are.
Yay.
Holy shit, that's a big old article about the Rocket. Good for them. And now we're here.
Yes. Oh, Arbor Jacki has a girlfriend.
Nice.
People were mad about it on the internet, and
What's her
What?
name?
I do not know what her name is, but they were eating ice cream together, and they were very happy, and I'm happy for him. And
Where did we
people-
see this?
Twitter. I
It's
also
a
think- I
site
think
that
somebody
doesn't
took
work anymore.
Screenshots of Instagram and put them on Twitter. I don't know.
Oh.
Somebody posted them, and then somebody else. The only reason I found out about it was because there was somebody being weird about it on Twitter, being like, "She's on my hit list." I'm like, you don't know him. He's 22 years old.
What the fuck is wrong
Let
with
him
people?
eat his ice
Jesus
cream with
Christ.
his beautiful girlfriend and enjoy his goddamn summer. Okay? Like, this is weird. Like, parasocial relationships drive me nuts. But yeah, Arbor Jacki has a girlfriend. He's happy. They eat ice cream together. She is blonde.
Nailed
As
it.
they do. She's
God
blonde.
bless Arbor, man. He went for it, right for the jugular.
But it was really cute. It was just like some cute little like and it wasn't like creeper photos of like somebody being like paparazziing at like the fucking Ben and Jerry's or whatever. It was things that they had posted on social media. But it's very cute, and I'm happy for him. He deserves some goodness in his life after having his season end early when he was doing so great. So yay for him.
Does she
It's hard
have,
to search for him now because people just call him X instead of trying to spell his name. So it's kind of hard to find shit about him online.
X gonna give it to you.
X.
X gonna give it to you. I'm so happy that that's like the fight song for him now, though, because it's so good. Does she have a weird name?
Hold on, I don't remember. I like so many fucking tweets.
Because over this weekend, and don't judge me, I met a cheerleader, and her name ended up being Kennington.
No, I think it starts with this. I think it starts with a C.
Her
Kennington.
first name?
Her
Kennington
first-
is her first name.
My baloney has a first name. It's KENNINGTON.
Baloney.
Kennington.
My baloney has a
Baloney
first
has a
name.
first
It's
name, it's
OSCAR. My
Baloney
baloney has a
has a
second
second
name. It's
name, it's
MAYER.
I love to eat it every day.
But with me, because Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLODNA. The kid with the hair and the fishing pole.
I'm sure if I saw it, I'd get it. But anyways, no, I was just blown away by this lady, Kennington.
Listen, the
Like, I
mom.
thought she was
Moms
joking.
in the 2000s.
Is she like, she probably is like some rich fucking white family.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
cheerleading. She's cheerleading
She
for
drives
New
like an
Albany.
American
Child
SUV.
Pennington.
Anyway, she seems really nice. So, okay, whatever.
I'm sure
Arbor
she
Jack and his
is,
girlfriend's
but
name is.
like that is, it's like
Kennington.
names their child Tennington.
Like
It
that.
might be a family name
To
too.
me, that sounds like a cigar company. Kennington
Yeah, my
Cigars.
family
Her name.
name
Okay, I'm
too.
sending the photos to the DMs.
No
her name is
judgment.
not on here.
No
I'm just saying,
judgment,
she
just-
might be from some rich fucking white family.
It always I'm always really pleased whenever I hear like a first name for the first time. I'm like, oh, I've never met a whoever. But I
Kennington.
wasn't pleased about this one though. I was like, Kennington.
That's quite the name.
It is. Like I imagine like either a box of cigars or like
It makes me think of like a grill.
it makes me think of like a butler.
This is what I'm saying. You're making my point.
Oh, that's very hoity.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use my Kennington grill. It uses 4 propane tanks.
Yes.
I'm
That
looking up
works.
Tennington on Twitter, and it says including results for Pennington because that's how
Ah.
unusual it is.
Speaking of grills, that makes me think of Shea Weber. Chris Weidman tried to do a Shea Weber slapper this
Oh.
evening. He didn't make it,
Wait, tonight?
obviously. Yeah, like
Oh, I must have missed it.
it was in the first period. It was like closer. It was I don't know what the proper ice term is. It was like in between the face-off circles and the blue line. But he
That's
just
the hash
wound up,
marks?
tried to shoot
Hash marks
No,
are
no.
like the middle
or
where they
in the
take the
face-off
face off.
Yeah. It was I don't know. It was from kind of far away, but he was like, I'm gonna shoot this fucking
Yeah.
puck
Between
through
the
fucking
circle and the
traffic.
blue line.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
He tried really hard, and I'm proud of him for trying.
Slap shots
it
are
just-
hard.
It
I
made
can't do
me-
those.
It made me giggle. Like I was like, oh,
Maybe I'll ask my coach to teach me how to do a slapper at some point.
do it.
Because all I can do are like really mediocre wristers. Didn't work. Damn it. Moving on. I think that's it for the Habs. I mean, we could talk about lottery odds. I'm not sure.
Which Habs do you think are
There's
going to
no
go
point.
on a group date to go see the Barbie movie together?
All of them. I want
no
to see
Cole is
the
there.
Barbie movie really bad.
Okay, so Oppenheimer comes out the same day.
Oh,
So
I'm going to see
Take off
both.
work. So I'm gonna see both of them. People are like, which one are you gonna choose? I'm like, it's a double fucking feature, baby.
We need 8 tickets for the Barbie movie. Veronica, if you haven't seen trailers for the Barbie movie,
It's so good.
I haven't seen trailers. I saw some like controversial shit when it was being filmed.
oh yeah, the Brooke Shields thing.
No, controversial stuff when the Barbie movie was being filmed.
Oh yeah, that was bullshit. This movie's
Was
gonna
it?
be incredible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no,
Yeah,
like
like, I don't
legitimately amazing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Like,
the
I'm sure. I'm sure it will be, but I was never a Barbie.
but you
person.
understand like
Oh.
the impact of Barbie.
like,
Popular.
what she did, like for toys.
Yeah, like it was,
Yeah. Like I mean, we were like honestly, we were poor. I didn't have dolls or Barbies or any shit.
the trailer that compares Barbie to the monolith in Space Odyssey
No, I totally
2001.
understand how huge Barbie was.
No,
for
no, no.
sure.
I'm just saying that trailer is so good. I was shocked. I was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited.
It
for
Okay.
better be. It better be great. Like
was
if
like-
they're gonna do a movie about fucking Barbie, it better be fucking awesome.
it's Margot Robbie and
Oh
Ryan
yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
They're the
Ken.
main Barbie Ken. Dua
Oh,
Lipa's in
dude.
it.
It's so like it's so over the top.
Will Ferrell's there.
It's
There's
so-
no way that movie's not great.
The lady who played the original Wonder Woman.
oh, the OG Wonder Woman. Lord
Linda Carter. She's in it.
Carter.
Linda Carter.
Helen Mirren's in it.
It's
She's the narrator.
I
I'm
got
not gonna get it like other people get it, but it's obviously gonna be a good movie with a cast like that.
like I really wonder
Attention to any of it.
if they'll try making a G.I. Joe movie and make it as stupid. Oh no, they already have G.I. Joe movies and they were kind of crap. Come to think of it. I remember watching one. I'm like, I played better G.I. Joe in my
Facts.
dirt pit. So,
Exactly. See,
but this Barbie movie
oh my
looks
gosh, we
awesome.
did GI Joe and Barbie together. Like it was like a community.
Even Barbie in Toy Story was great.
Oh yeah.
Toy Story 4 or 5 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like she was good in that too. Whoever voiced
As
her.
long as they don't fucking. Who is directing this movie or
Oh.
Greta
producing?
Gerwig.
Who?
Greta Gerwig.
I don't know who that is.
She did she did Lady Bird.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it would be so easy to be like super cliche.
Oh no, not
I
with
don't
Greta.
think that any of these actors would have agreed to be in.
She did Little Women.
A
For
bad-
2019.
Okay.
She did No Strings Attached. I didn't realize that.
Oh, she's
movie is
doing
that?
Ooh.
She did the 2016 Jackie about Jackie O with Natalie Portman.
Mm-hmm.
She's done a lot of stuff that I have never heard
Okay.
of.
Yeah.
But-
If you watch Lady Bird, you'd get a good idea of her vision.
Yeah.
And Lady Bird was pretty good, I thought.
Okay.
Right. Interesting little thing there. Ugh. Okay, speaking of that, okay, we're in our last 5 minutes.
Right.
What are people watching?
So last night
Um,
I started watching the Brooke Shields documentary,
Yes.
and so it's on Hulu in the United States. We don't have Hulu in Canada, so it's on Disney Plus. And I was really
Ooh.
interested in watching it because I've always been fascinated by her and her dynamic with her mom and all of that. It is a really well done, sort of just like very vulnerable documentary. But it was interesting because I was like during the Habs game today, which I did not watch. I was watching part 2 because it's a 2-parter. It's just 2 episodes. During the second episode, she talked about her postpartum depression with her first child, which I had completely forgotten about, but I followed that very closely. And I had like really bad postpartum depression with Max after Max was born. And I can tell you that it's a real thing.
I mean, kid that roots for the Leafs, Veronica.
the thing that it's not the same for everybody, but it was a full on depression for me. You know, she had like seriously bad visions and things like that were happening to her. I remember when Max was a baby, like people were worried that I was going to want to harm myself or harm him. And that was the only thing that I was never afraid of, because like the only thing that made me happy was looking at my little Max. That was the only thing that made me genuinely happy. But I was super depressed. And anyway, postpartum depression, real thing, major real thing. It can be exacerbated by a bunch of other things that are happening at the same time. But I had completely forgotten that Tom fucking Cruise went on a fucking morning show talking about how what Brooke Shields was going through was not real, and how psychiatry and treatment and therapy and all it's just like all of this shit that reminded me. I don't know why I had completely blocked that out from my memory, and now I'm really sad that I ever watched or supported fucking Top Gun 2. This fucking stupid fucking asshole that he did end up apologizing, but it's just like it's just so kind of like ties into 2023 and how men are telling women what to do with their bodies and all of that stuff. But anyway, so I was reminded of that today. It's a really good documentary. She is like completely just completely open and vulnerable in the show, and her friends who have things to say, and you know, she's had an interesting life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
interesting is a way to put it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Like she like and her absolute not so much loyalty, but just her absolute love for her extremely problematic mother. And that extremely problematic relationship is also very interesting. But yeah, I think she's fascinating, Brooke Shields.
Mm-hmm. South Park nailed Tom Cruise with their Scientology episode.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. And that, and
Motherfucker.
I'm talking about an episode that aired 15 years ago.
Years ago. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
years. And I remember there was such a tumult about it. There's also it's either this, well, they're actually, I'm thinking of two episodes. They're separate things. I think there's the Scientology episode, and then there's the Tom Cruise coming out of the closet episode, where Tom Cruise like just stayed in Stan's closet. He's like, I'm not coming out.
Oh,
It's
I
like, Tom
remember that,
Cruise,
yeah.
you gotta get out of the closet. No, I don't. You know, it's like I don't remember if they were like the separate episodes or the same one. I gotta rewatch the entire fucking series again because it's so amazing. It's one of the greatest gifts that humanity has given to the world in history and art in general. What have you watched, Beth?
I watched the first episode of Shrinking.
Mm.
I liked it.
Yes.
I don't think it's something that I can personally binge watch. I don't like. I might be like Dave, where it takes me a little bit to get into it. Like I liked it. It's not, but I wasn't like, oh, I want to watch this next episode right away. I was like, I'm ready to move on to something else. That might just be my own personal mental health issues. And then I have been also watching classic from the 90s Canadian Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Wow.
It's great. It's on Paramount Plus.
Is that the one where the intro is them around the campfire?
Yep. The Midnight Society.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. It's wonderful.
That was Canadian?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Ryan Gosling is also, I know Ryan Gosling, I think he's in an episode of Goosebumps, but I think he's also in an episode of this.
Speaking of, there's a new Goosebumps book coming out.
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
Ooh, but
Goosebumps.
really? A new Goosebumps book?
Yeah, literally. Like R.L. Stein's like, I'm releasing another book because I need another yacht.
Because there's already like 300. Like, what's the one more?
Yeah. What's one more Goosebumps book?
Yeah. I used to devour those. Like,
Oh my
in a
god,
day.
I have
Read it
them
before it gets
all.
banned.
I have the old complete series. I have them all somewhere around here, lurking, waiting. I'm not sure. Trying to think what I watched. Oh, Perry Mason is so good. Do I love the new Perry Mason? Holy shit! I watched the newer episode last night. Quite pleased with it. And
People are watching Succession. Succession came back, and I, against my better judgment, I've watched the first few seasons, but I just haven't been interested in like in the new season. They're on like episode 3 or whatever. It's just there's just such actively terrible people. I don't think I can.
I can't. I just don't care. I remember
Actively terrible characters.
I recommended the New York Times like morning stuff to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a writer on there that sometimes does culture and TV stuff, and she's like, oh no, what am I going to watch after Succession is over? The family is so enthralling. I'm like, are you a sociopath?
Yeah.
Like, are you fucked up? I have 2 ladies here on my podcast that actively listen to, true crime podcasts, and they can't stand fucking Succession. There's like,
it's on my list. I've never seen it, so I don't know whether I like it or not.
there's
but
I
yeah.
can never.
I kind of got hooked, and there was a good storyline, and I think in the second season that I got interested in, but they're just such really terrible people. Like the characters are such really bad people that I can't, that's why I stopped watching Yellowstone, which I thought was interesting at first, but it's just like, I can't really actually, I don't like these people. I'm not,
like I've had a big crush on Matthew McFadden since 2005 when he was Mr. Darcy. So like that, I want to watch it for him, but apparently if he's terrible, that makes me sad.
I would only ever watch it for Kieran Culkin.
There's more than him.
He is brilliant.
And
He
Macaulay,
is
like
brilliant.
I know. I think it's only the 2 brothers.
they have more, and apparently
have lots of brothers.
Holy shit! Whoa! I have a list. Ah!
There's like
Macaulay, Rory, Dakota,
Yes.
Shane, Quinn, Christian, Jennifer Adamson.
And Macaulay is in his 40s.
So is Kieran now. I want Macaulay Culkin
guy.
in another movie. I want him to be in another Home Alone, defending
Kieran
it
isn't-
against terrorists or something. I just want something so fucking crazy. It's like,
yeah.
like CIA is like, we
It
need.
should be like, yeah, like it should be like a new like Cobra Kai kind of thing, like where
The
Macaulay
CIA.
is the parent.
Has to be like, we need an expert. I know just the guy. And it's like somebody that
Yeah.
remembers the home invasion that happened years ago over in the suburbs after some family, wacko
Yeah.
family left their kid at home. And the CIA is like, who is it? Oh, it's, oh shit.
Kevin.
Kevin McAllister. We need Kevin McAllister. And it'll be like a new Die Hard series where Bruce Willis comes back for like 8 of them. And then we have Macaulay Culkin doing, the new Home Alones fighting against fucking Russian terrorists or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, it
Like
has to be
stopping white collar crime or something.
Yeah.
I want to write the movie now.
Literally,
Do it, do
the
it.
producers of Cobra Kai should look into that because that would be a fucking gold mine.
Oh my God. I would be
Yeah.
Write a
so
letter.
happy
Yeah.
to see Macaulay Culkin on the big screen again.
No, on the small screen. A series, a fucking Netflix.
Okay,
Series.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
I think that's it. Okay.
That's it.
Next game is later. It's
Thursday.
Thursday. Pride
The
night.
gay game.
So yeah, it's
gay
the gay
game.
game. It's the gay game, everybody.
Everybody get your gay on. Be
Yeah, everyone
gay.
gets so gay.
Get
and,
your be gay. Be gay, do crimes.
Cannot wait to see which Hab is like, I refuse to wear the Pride jersey.
Nobody on the fucking Habs is gonna do that.
And then Nick Suzuki tomahawks him off the building
Yeah.
or something.
Nobody would fucking do that.
See you later. Okay, that's it. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.